Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in HILCHOS Shabbos. Today is entitled Tefillas Shabbos, the prayers of Shabbos themselves, and we'll discuss the occurrence that takes place when a person makes a mistake in davening weekday Shmona Esrei instead of davening for Shabbos. But Shabbos, mispalalim sheva brachos. On Shabbos, we only say 7 brachos in the Shmona Esrei, not the 19 that we normally do. If a person made a mistake and they daven the regular weekday Shmona Esrei, you have to go back and you have to daven again because you did not fulfill your obligation of speaking about Shabbos in your Shmona Esrei. Nevertheless, if a person remembers that it's really Shabbos and he's by mistake davening the weekday, even within one of the brachas that he's saying, in the regular 19 brachos, he mentions Mi'inyoni Shabbos, he mentions something about Shabbos. So too, Musaf, if he mentions something about Musaf, Yatza, he fulfills the obligation there. So if you're in the midst of the Shmona Esrei, and you remind yourself, oh, it's Shabbos, and then you say one of the brachas of Shabbos over there, that he says in the beginning is going to be good enough. However, he's going to explain. If you remember in the middle of your davening, even if you got to the end of Shmona Esrei before you took 3 steps backwards, then you should finish that bracha itself that you're in the midst, even though it's a weekday bracha. That's if it's in the middle of the middle brachas of the Shmona Esrei. But if you're in the final 3 brachas, don't finish what you're saying. Then you're going to go back in the Shmona Esrei to the first bracha that speaks about Shabbos. And if you only said the word ata, which is a word that is said for the weekday prayers, as b'mariv u'mincha mamshich mimena tefillah Shabbos, then since ata also is the words that you're going to say by Shabbos prayers, just keep continuing with the Shabbos prayer. But when it comes to the morning prayers, the next part of the Shmona Esrei, which is talking about Shabbos, doesn't start with Ata. If you said the word Ata, it will be Kivon Loimar Ata Chenein, and your intention was the Ata Chenein, which is weekday davening. Yamshich Techila Loimar Chenein. You should say Ata Chenein at Sof Bracha till you get to the end of the bracha. That's what you should say. If you just made a mistake in the lashon, the language, then you just make it like other prayers that if you made a mistake, just don't finish the bracha. And don't finish that bracha. That's the weekday davening. When it comes to Musaf, in any place that you mention, that you realized that you made a mistake, you passed that your tefillah is invalid. Don't finish the bracha. And go back to the tefillah of Shabbos. Go back to the original, to the first part of the brachas of Shabbos. It's a bit complicated. Recommended. Try your best not to make mistakes. Keep your eyes in the page of the siddur so you don't say things by heart. If you don't daven by heart, so then you have a much better chance of not making a mistake. If you do, I guess the Klal Gadol, the general principle is that do your best to go back to the beginning of the brachas in that particular tefillah, shachris, mincha, or mariv, that deal with the mention of Shabbos, and start from over there. Okay, have a wonderful day, a wonderful Shabbos, and your tefillos on Shabbos should be niskabo, they should be received and accepted by Hashem. All the best.